Welcome back, lighting friends. Rob from Pathway Connectivity Solutions with the Cognito Lighting Control Desk. And in the last video, we talked about cue actions and how you could attach an action to a cue to fire another playlist or run a memory or lots of other things, maybe even output MIDI and things like that. And this topic is very similar, and instead of attaching these actions to cues, which obviously need user intervention to happen, we are going to attach them to the time clock or the astronomical clock. So where we're going to see that in our display here is in the play task, and instead of playing memories, left playback, right playback, we are going to play the schedule. Now, this is all empty, and before we do anything, we have to make sure that everything is set up on the desk correctly. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the power button on the desk, and then we're going to press setup on the screen. And under the system setup here, you'll see that the first tab is general. At the bottom, you'll also see there is a set time and a get time. So if you're on the internet with your Cognito, you can just press get time and it will get it from a time server. Or you could press the set time button and set it yourself. What I want to do is, you'll see if we press the next down arrow, you're going to go to the time zone page. And when you go to the time zone page, you have to pick which continent you're in, and some of these are a little bit more generalized because they need to be. So this is Canada. I happen to be sitting in the eastern region. So with the red wheel, I've just picked that. Then I hit the down arrow one more time, and you can see it will go to the astronomical. So inside of the astronomical, we have, again, the continent, and that's my yellow wheel here. And I happen to be in North America. There's lots in here: South America, there's Europe, there's Caribbean, there's Australasia, the Middle East, Africa. So let's just go back to, where are we? North America. I'm in North America. And the region is with my red wheel here. And if you go through, you can actually see all the different countries. And since Canada and the United States have states and provinces, what we do is, under the C's for Canada, we have all the provinces listed alphabetically, and I happen to be in Ontario. So then, using the green wheel here, I'm going to pick Guelph because that's close to where I am. I am just east of Guelph, west of Toronto. And if I really wanted to get particular about this, I could type in a longitude and a latitude. Now, why do we do all of this? Well, because we know, based on the longitude and latitude, when sunrise and sunset will be based on the date and the time. So when you're happy with that, you just press apply. So that's basically all of the setup that we needed to do to make sure that our system is going to be doing the things at the right time of day. So now let's look at some of the things that we might want to do. So right now, under place schedule, there is nothing. So we're going to add an event by pressing this button here. And here is my event. It's called New Event. I'm going to highlight it. It's going to put its properties on the right-hand side here. Again, I'm going to hit the pencil button. We've gotten very used to doing this to edit things. And now for the name, let's call this Lobby Lights. So I'm going to type in Lobby Lights. And the lobby lights happen at a specific time. We turn them on at the beginning of the day, and we arrive at our office or sanctuary or TV studio or whatever it happens to be every day. So that happens at a specific time, and you can roll in with the red wheel here a time, and it does it in minutes, and if you hold down the shift key, it will do it in seconds. Or, much more sensible, what you do is open up the editor, and we will say, okay, let's just use the yellow wheel to do the hours. We're going to go to 8 a.m. Then we hit okay. So we know that at 8 a.m., and I did say every day a minute ago, But it doesn't happen every day, so let me just say it only happens during weekdays. So that's Monday through Friday. And that is the event timing. So now what are we going to do? We're going to change the action, which is the next button. So we will hit the down arrow. Gotten used to this sort of interface of the blue arrows and showing what screen is before and after it. So here's the action. The action type is on my yellow wheel. Currently it does nothing. So what I want to do is not run a playlist. I want to run a memory. And I'm going to bump down on the main page, and the blue wheel will give all of my memories that are recorded. Interview, stairs, lobby. There we go. So, and when I'm happy, I just press the done button. So now looking up in here, now you can see this is going to happen at 8 a.m. on not Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and not Saturday. And it shows that it was missed today at 8 a.m. Well, it's today is Tuesday at 3:42. So if I edited this action again and went to the time and I said, okay, let's do this at 8 p.m. Now you'll see that it says it's going to happen next today at 8 p.m. So I could also see what this little last line in the bubble is going to be telling me if I edit it one more time just for fun here. And I say it's not going to happen on Tuesdays. I don't know why, but today, this week, it's not going to happen on Tuesdays, but today is Tuesday. So it would now tell me no events today. So that's a little bit about what's inside of this bubble. Let's do another action. So we're going to do another event here. It calls it new event, not very imaginative. We hit the pencil button. We're going to call this one tower uplights. Now, that kind of thinks that these are an event that might happen on an outside lighting up the clock tower of our building. So there's no point of doing that when the sun is up because it's just going to be way too bright. So instead of doing it at a specific time, and this is where the longitude and latitude came into it, I could say at sunrise. Well, no, that's maybe when I'd turn them off, or at sunset. That's maybe when I'll turn them on. But I could do it before sunrise, after sunrise, before sunset, and after sunset. Now you know that at sunset it's still quite bright. So what we're going to do is do this after sunset. And then here we have an offset. So our red wheel here, we could press the button and type in a specific time, or I could just roll this up because it's pretty quick. I want to do it 30 minutes after sunset. And I'm going to do it on every day of the week. So now we have to assign the action. So we press the down button. And this time I am going to do a playlist. And I'm going to do a go, not a go to, because a go to will go to a queue and sit in it. I want to do a go, which will start any chases running that might be. And now my green wheel here is going to do the clock tower, which is a playlist that is going to run the lights to different colors, and it's a chase essentially. So there we go. So now when we look in this bubble, we can see that today this event is going to happen at 9:08. So based on the longitude and latitude of where I am right now and the day and the time zone and all the rest of it, I know that if we are 30 minutes after the sunset today, the event's going to happen at 9:08, which means the sun probably sets here around 8:38, if I did my math correctly. So one of the things that you must remember too is all this action will do is press the bump down. Or this is actually doing a go on a queue list. But if we look at the lobby lights guy, it's actually going to do a bump down. And one of the things that you might want to tweak is going into the memory for the lobby. If I just press that. Right now, its bump time is 0 seconds, which is probably a little bit abrupt if you're sitting in the lobby. So easily enough, we just press the pencil button, and my yellow guy here can give us a nice 10-second in And if there was another event that turned this off, we might want to fade out the lights in 10 seconds. So that is where you would control the timing of the event if you didn't do it specifically in a playlist with cue timing and that sort of thing. Now, just like cue actions, there's lots of other macros. You could send out a MIDI string which might fire off another show control device. You could even turn the console off at midnight every night in case people forget. So have a look at the different action types, and I hope you join me next time because I got a very exciting topic. It's called busking, and that is when you set up your desk so that you can quickly follow the action if you're not using a structured show. And there's a lot to show you about in that video. So I hope you join me then. I'm Robert from Pathway Connectivity Solutions.